Good morning. Welcome back to another vlog. My eyes are so puffy from having a little bit of a meltdown yesterday. Today is a really big day. I am going into the city centre to do a job with a brand or a store that you'll know if you follow me here or on Instagram, that basically I have been creating content around and shopping at for, well, the first time I ever remember going to this place was with my dad when I was like, I think 6, maybe 5 or 6. I only lived with my mom and I wasn't very close with my dad, but I remember the one thing that we used to always do together was go and buy dresses in this store. And when I was 5 or 6, I remember like going and trying on these beautiful DKNY dresses, and it was probably the start of my love affair with fashion and clothes and how it makes you feel, and the fact that my dad, I didn't really have a relationship with him, and he was buying me these things that made me feel special. So anyway, sob story over, but basically, yeah, I'm doing a job with this shop today and I will bring you along. And yeah, I'm just so grateful and excited and nervous. I'm really nervous because I want it to go well, so that hopefully this is like the start of something. Anyway, I am super puffy on this day where I'm meant to look absolutely gorgeous. I had a bit of a meltdown yesterday. I just feel like things are a little bit overwhelming at the moment. I will say that like there's been a lot of things where work is starting to maybe get a little bit busier, but I feel like when you're surrounded by people who are just like super successful in your industry, it can like inspire you, but at the same time it can make you feel just like they're there and you're here, and it makes the gap sometimes feel really big and unattainable. And I'm a little bit of a glass empty kind of gal, unfortunately, and I have to really work hard not to think that way. So yesterday basically I just had one of those days where I was just like, I'm never gonna get there. My dream life of living in New York and working in fashion, there I said it, I just feel like it's so far away. And one of the biggest things that I remember when I was trying for a baby, I'm trying for my son, Abe, the biggest thing that helped, and with the anxiety around the lack of control, was accepting that it might never happen. And that is like one of the scariest things when you want something so much, but often you have to let it go in order to make space for the path that you're meant for, because sometimes the path that you're meant for isn't the one that you would choose, even though in the end it's the right one. Like my previous relationship, when I was in love with him, I would never have wanted it to end, because at the time I loved him and I thought that that was the right path for me. But actually that crumbling and falling apart and the pain that I had to go through with that ending of that relationship actually brought me to where I'm meant to be with Connor and my baby. And I think you just have to let go and trust, which is just so difficult. Anyway, that's today's rant for today's vlog, but I promise the rest of it's gonna be really fun, so let's get into it. By the way, you know I'm so obsessed with these Pixie Beauty eye patches, and these pajamas, I got them gifted by Sinead Curie, the label. I went to her event last week, it was absolutely stunning, and I'm so obsessed with them. They make me feel just $1 million, and they're so soft, and they're like thick but not too thick, kind of cozy but not. They're like summery. Oh, I just love them. I'll link them in the description box below. Okay, so I think I've packed everything, and now I am very nervous. This is my favorite lip liner, Rare Beauty, in the color Lively. And I've always been really self-conscious of the color of my lips, but this one, if I put this and nothing else, it's just a lip balm, it just does something. And I'm gonna put a little bit of lippy on. This is a very old, very nude Tom Ford. That's Nude Vanilla. And then I'm just gonna put a bit of the Giorgio Armani Prisma Glass in shade 2. A bit of a gloss. Perfect. Okay, so my mother-in-law is going to come and take Abe for the day now, so. Okay, I realize I look like a cretin, but while I'm editing this, I just want to add a quick note. I'm sure you're like, where the hell is your son? It seems like you don't have one, but he's napping currently at this stage in the video, and I basically have to be very planned out with my hours of the day down to the second of when he's going to be awake, when Connor, my husband, is here in the morning. So I was just up with the crack of dawn getting ready basically, and everything is just planned around him napping, and then obviously he was then taken by my mother-in-law. But yeah, just so you don't think I've locked him in a room somewhere. When she arrives, I'm going to be leaving. I'm going straight into the store to film, and then I'm going to stay in town and work on editing it in the most perfect way I can for you guys. I think this one's gonna be really good. I feel like it's so in line with what I do already and what you guys always ask me for, so I'm really excited to edit it and yeah, just help you guys with your styling and your fashion tips, and yeah, just what I love to do. So okay, so I went to that Sinead Curie event last week, like I said, and I have just received some of the pieces I got to pick out, which I'm so excited about. I actually had to reselect because the pieces from their new Dawn to Dusk range sold out, and the pieces that I had selected sold out. So well done, Sinead Curie. It's so amazing to see somebody just doing what she loves and doing really well. So this is the scallop hem. I'm gonna just put in photos of the model as well. Linen dress, which I'm so obsessed with. I'm so excited to be able to just like throw this on when I'm in Greece for the summer. And yeah, you have to just like add so little to make this an amazing outfit. Then there's the scallop hem terra top, which again, I just thought super simple for styling for the summer. Can't go wrong with this, with like a white maxi skirt, a black maxi skirt, a pair of jeans and a blazer, just perfect. Okay, so next is the Aurora top, which is just so cute, very Cecily Banson or Cecile Banson inspired, and the puff sleeve, it's like silk, and it's like a little jacket almost, and I thought that I could wear it maybe back the front as well, just so that you get two tops in one. Thank you, Sinead Curie. I absolutely love them all. I'm so excited to show you guys them styled. Okay, I'm gonna run through my to-do list and my packing list and then get this show on the road. Okay, those who think that influencer content creator work is not work, well, I'm sweating. I just finished my first job with Brown Thomas. For those of you who don't live in Ireland, Brown Thomas is like our Harrods or Harvey Nicks, and I have been shopping, like I said, here since I was like 5 years old with my dad, and it's my favorite place to come and just get that just feeling of self-care, and to get to feel and experience tailored clothes is something that I come here for. And you know from my Instagram that I'm always coming in here. This is where I get inspired by clothes and fashion, and I cannot believe that I'm doing a job with Brown Thomas as a micro influencer, somebody who's, you know, been on and off with influencing for so many years, and I just feel so lucky to be seen as somebody that is worthy of the style here is a big compliment. So I'm just so chuffed, and yeah, I'm gonna go and get some food now because I'm absolutely starving after that. It's like 2.5 hours of trying on sunglasses and clothes, and yeah, so that is gonna be coming live on my Instagram today and is a big deal, so don't miss out. They are doing a massive sale, and yeah, I'm sharing it over on my Instagram and TikTok today, so go have a look. If you're ever in the city and looking for a really nice lunch spot, the Pepper Pot in the Paris Square Shopping Centre is for eggs and bacon. I actually think it's the best eggs and bacon, scrambled eggs in the city, and it's just a really gorgeous setting. So I'm going to sit here, have my lunch, edit, and then I booked it for a last minute pedicure, which I'm so excited about, and I get to continue my editing, and then I'm gonna go sit in a cafe somewhere and just work until I'm meeting Anushka, who is a girl who I used to follow. She's like the OG Irish influencer, fashion influencer, and I love her so much. We shoot sometimes together. It's so nice that like 10 years later that we're actually creating content together, and yeah, we're going to a Russell and Bromley event tonight in the city, so yeah, I'm super excited. It's a very busy day, but yeah, I'll take you along to the event. They're usually good fun, and you just get to chat to like-minded people and have a few snacks. That noise of an ambulance might be really annoying, but I actually love city living. It kind of reminds me of my dreamland, New York, and my life that I'm manifesting there. But anyway, I've just finished a mega day of filming. You know, when you were just, there was a little blip where halfway and before I started, where I was like overwhelmed and like, oh my god, where do I even start, or how do I get it all done? But anyway, I managed to get through it all. Lists, they're just the best way. And just start with the first thing. Just action. Start, and then the rest will follow. But anyway, I just did a massive day of filming, and I'm now gonna de-makeup and get editing. It's like my favorite part. I create content I shoot with Kira O'Doherty like most weeks if we can, but she does not enjoy editing, whereas like she loves the shooting part. I prefer the editing part. The editing part for me is just like where I get to sit down in my pajamas and look like a cretin and just bathe in all of the work that I've done and that is completed, and then just making everything finished and complete is such a good feeling. Anyway, I've waffled on. Yesterday was a gorgeous day. I had that huge dream job, which I hope goes really well. I have to send in the edits now this evening. And the event last night was lovely, but honestly I don't know if it's just me, I can't believe how bad I am at small talk at 35, but for anyone else out there that thinks that everyone is really good at socializing and being at those events and is super confident, I'm just not. Like, I'm confident, but at the same time I just find myself stumped when it comes to being social and doing small talk. I love in-depth conversations with people, but when it comes to just chit chat, I'm not good. So I'm really bad in those situations. But it was such a fun event. I loved the interactive part where like there was content being choreographed by them, which I loved. So I got to do all that, and obviously I loved receiving the gifted shoes. Oh my god. Anyway, before I went into town yesterday, I wanted to unbox my new Vestiaire purchase, which is a purchase that, and basically I totally didn't have time yesterday morning, but it's a purchase that I've been hunting down for so long. These shoes I saw on Hannah Lewis years ago, and every time she wears them, my heart skips a beat. And I've been trying to get them in store, but they actually have discontinued them, or for now anyway, they're not making them anymore. So I've been hunting on Vestiaire, and I actually decided, Hannah Lewis has the white ones, but I decided to go with the black because I have a pair of Zara white ones that are fine and I wear them, but I feel like black shoes just are something that I don't have, and also that will always be necessary in my closet. So anyway, I found them. I think full price they were like $7.90 or $8.90, and I got them for $4.60. Now Connor had a vault for me on Revolut of €300 that he gave me for my birthday, so I used that. I've been saving it for like to go either towards something or for something that I really wanted. So anyway, this is it. I will show you the packaging they arrived in. The girl didn't have the box, so that was a little bit disappointing, but I actually have a Prada box in my in-laws house that are from other Prada shoes that I own. So I have a Prada box, so I can just store them in that. But let's just get into it, because I'm not going to unbox them because I'm just holding them in my hand because they came in a bag, a literal bag, sellotaped. But here they are. So I wore them yesterday. They killed my feet, which is very sad, so I'm going to have to break them in. But these are them, and I will include a photo here of what they look like on. I thought that they, like in store, were too pointy, but actually on the foot they just look so chic, so perfect. And I love, like, was it Anushka saying yesterday? No, Domino. I was with my friend Domino yesterday, and she was saying how sporty they look. Like they're really feminine, but they're also kind of sporty and masculine, which I love because that's me. I'm minimal, I'm masculine in my style, and oversized. So these are kind of masculine, and I like that they're pointy, so they'll add that bit of point to my oversized style. And then, if that makes sense, makes sense in my mind. Anyway, these are them, and I'm so in love, and I can't believe they're mine. I literally danced around. They were worn once, not even, I would say they were worn inside. Look, that's like after me wearing them yesterday in the city centre. Don't worry, I'll wash my hands. And they came just perfect condition, and I am just so chuffed with them. So anyway, that is my new Vestiaire purchase. I've heard horror stories from Vestiaire, and I've actually had one horror story myself where I bought shoes and they were not real. And other people have bought from Vestiaire and it has been a bad experience. So it can be risky, but I've won mostly, so. Do you love that book? Deny me, dimmy go, deny finally. Are you waving at the train? Choo choo.
gonna go for the hummus eggs. Traditional hummus, crispy fried eggs, zoog, dukkha, fresh herbs, Greek feta with sourdough. I'm gonna add chorizo. Are you okay?
I'm sorry, I was just looking. Nothing to...
It's supposed to be a heart. And Connor's gonna go with the mushrooms eggs. And then, because we're little piggies, we're gonna get roast potatoes each. Because we love ourselves. So cool. Those potatoes look so good, don't they?
Yeah.
I need you to repeat what you just said.
Potentially the best brownie I've ever had. Potentially.
Go on, Tang.
There's like chunks of
Deliciousness.
hard brownie bits.
Oh.
Just the way it's supposed to be.
So it's Saturday afternoon. I feel like when I was in Lisbon, sorry, Saturday evening, I was way better. Well, obviously it's because I didn't have the baby, but we're a toddler now. It's crazy. I was just way better at setting up tripods and stuff. But like now with Abe, like if I set up a tripod, like I just never make the effort because I know that I'm gonna have to put it away straight away. Before I was able to just leave it out and film for the day and move it around, but now I just like keep having to like put it away, take it back out. So anyway, I'm sorry about like how unprofessional this whole thing is, but I suppose that's the joy of YouTube, that I can be kind of V-cash. We always, well, one night of the weekend usually we'll get some sort of takeaway. And I had pizza last weekend. Not that I wouldn't enjoy pizza again this weekend, but because it's my favorite thing in the world. But I try not to do it every weekend because then it, you know, too much of a good thing and all that. So I got a Sprite salad. I always go for the paprika chica or the Middle Eastern chicken. And Connor got potatoes, Herbie potatoes from Lots. Which is a little delicatessen, our favourite in our old neighbourhood in Ringsend. And he also got prawn linguine, which he usually gets the lasagna because it's the best lasagna in Dublin. But anyway, I'll see what it turns out like. So yeah, that is our evening. We're going to be finishing Oppenheimer, which we started last night. It's over 3 hours long, so we still have like an hour and a half left or something. So yeah, that is our plan for the evening.